All right, welcome back. I took my socks off. Then the rest of the time that we're doing this kind of barre tone class, we'll be on our mats. And I don't think you'll need your socks for that part. So you can lose them if you'd like. We're gonna come to a plank position. Now you may have heard me before talking about planks. So you may know all the options and you can hold your plank here while we discuss them. But we're gonna find that plank and you always have the option of having your knees down. You can kind of pull them back so it looks more like a half push-up. Or you can have your forearms down into that full plank. I'm gonna start in a plank. So as you've been holding this, hopefully you've been holding if you were already sure of your position. We're gonna start to alternate through our leg as well as our arm. And then we're gonna lower that down. Then other arm and leg. Now as again, you move through this, keep moving. If you got your rhythm, if you need more suggestions, you can have one knee down so that it's a little bit more supported as you work that balance and strength. And again, you can do this with your weight a little bit distributed forward as you go. You should be around 10 here after all of that. And we're gonna lift, lower, and hold. Draw those hips forward and back. The lengthening of the spine, the heels dropping forward and back. And then drop those hips back into your downward dog. So you're feeling that stretch through the shoulders. Shake your head no, nod it yes. Then we'll come back to our plank position. Now if you have weights, you could use them here if you'd like. We're going to rotate and reach that arm up and then return back down. Now if you want, you could have a weight in your hand as you return. And then we rotate the other side and return. Breathe it out. Breathe it in. Keep this going. I'm going for 10 altogether. So we have one more each side. If you're counting, count out your 10. Then we're gonna stay on this side. Now, if you're here and you're having some issues with the wrist, come down to the forearm and hold that position. Good. Now, if you want more challenge, you're gonna lift that leg up. We're gonna just hang here. Breathe it in, lengthen the spine. Breathe it out. We have about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to rotate away from you. And again, you're either holding that position with both feet down or you're lifting up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both arms come down. We lower those knees down. Pull the hips back. Stretch it out. Little child's pose. Feeling that lengthening through the spine, releasing through the shoulders. You go ahead and roll that up. I'm gonna do some abs here. So come onto your back. And as you do lie down on your back, your hands will come behind your head for some neck support. And then our legs, we're going to point our toes. I don't know if you can even, what am I even doing? You're not gonna be able to see that. But you had your knees pointing up, now you're just gonna let them drop out to the side. So your hands are behind the head, and we do a small little crunch and lower. Now when I say crunch, I'd still like you to think about lengthening through the top of the head. It's like there's this circular kind of oval-like motion going from the top of the head through the toes, through the abs, and again, through it. So you probably get the gist of what I'm saying. Breathe with it. Feel that full core activation from the pubic bone all the way up. It's kind of like you're wearing a pair of really high-waisted jeans. Those are totally back in fashion right now, so if maybe you have a pair and you know what I'm talking about. If not, you can think of it as like a one-piece swimsuit or corset. We'll do 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Now you're going to lift that leg up to the sky and continue to crunch. Good, then you're gonna let it go out to the side for 3, and 2, and 1. Good, bring it back up for 3, and 2. Try to keep your rotation, and 1, and then back down for 3, and 2, and 1. Now my talking is just gonna sound strange, so bear with me. 3, and 2, and 1. Good, and then you're gonna go to the side. 3, I forgot I have a wall here. 2, you're gonna keep going all the way down, and 1, and then come back up through 3, and 2, and 1, and then all the way back down through 3, and 2, and 1. Now both legs are gonna lift up. It's gonna be amazing. 3, and 2, and 1. If you have the space, the legs open up for 3, and 2, and 1. They come back together for 3, and 2, and 1. We bend it back down for 3, and 2, and 1. We are not done yet, my peoples. Reach toward that right knee, right arm, and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We're going to stay up on number 1. We're going to hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch to your other side for 8, and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and when we hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Those abs always get me good. Hopefully they get you good too. Hug your knees to your chest. Kind of gently rock your body side to side. Breathe into that awesomeness. And we're going to stretch our legs straight. Roll over onto our stomachs and do just a little bit of oppositional flexion and extension through the spine. So as we're doing this, you can keep your arms down for a little bit more support, or for more challenge, you can lift the arms up and circle them around. Now you want your legs rotated, knees pointing out to the side, toes pointed. If you need a little cushion for your hips, grab your t-shirt or whatever it is that you grabbed. I'm going to use mine because this always gets me through my hip bones. That should be a little more comfortable. And then we're going to dive forward. Exhale. Inhale, rise up. Breathe it out. Breathe it in. Keep that going. 3 more. Slide the shoulders down, lengthen in the neck, and this through the top of the head. Reach the top of the head away from the toes. 1 more time. Hold here. Lift those legs up, and then little paddle through the legs. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Inhale and exhale. 1 more round. Breathe in, breathe it out. And then everything lowers down. We pull back to that child's pose stretch. 1 more time. Pull the hips back. Stretch into that lower back. Feel that lengthening of the spine here for a moment. We're going to stay for just a sec. Deepen that stretch. Here we'll slowly walk ourselves up, round through that spine, stack through the vertebrae. We're going to be on our hands and knees for this next one. So if you'd like to roll your mat into half, or if you have that towel or t-shirt, you can use that as a pad. I like a pad for my knee as well as for my hands. That's me, that's my body. I'm going to be facing you. So you want to make sure that you have some space to lift and lower your leg here. So find that position for yourself. And then I will do the same. Okay, so our arm is gonna reach up toward the sky. We can always have it behind the head and neck for some support. We're gonna lift and lower the leg. We've got 10. This is 9, 8, 7, 6. Try to lift out of that arm so you're not sinking into it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You'll hold that leg up. Small little circles here. Little tennis ball, golf ball, even if it's a marble, folks. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. And we reverse it. Everything's in 10s. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex your foot, swing it forward, point your foot as you reach it behind. Try not to run into the wall. Flex and point. That's 2. Exhale as it comes forward. We have 6 and 5 and 4 and 3. 2 more. Last one. Now we're going to lower that down. Just rotate a little bit. Keep your hips square and little pulse lift up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the leg lifted. Tuck it into that shoulder and then cross it behind. Tuck it in. Reach it back. Inhale and exhale. Little side body crunch and reach. Kind of working out and moving through the leg here. We have 4 more. 3 and 2 and 1. I forgot to mention that is rotated where the other one was parallel. But hopefully you picked up on that. And if not, we got the other side. You can make it work on the other side. So reposition yourself. Find that length through the side body. Get your whole situation. Check the shoulders, slide them down. Activate the abs. And we lift and lower here. 9, 8, 7, 6. Reach those fingers to the sky. We have 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold that leg up here. Hold. Little circle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Reverse it for 10, 9, 8. You should feel it in the glutes here. Side leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex that foot forward. Point, reach it behind. Breathe it out. Breathe it in. Feel your abs. Support your neck and head if you need it. We have 4 more. Good. 3 and 2. Last one, but keep the leg up. Lower those arms down. Rotate. Your hips are square here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Length through the spine. 4, 3, 2. Now rotate the hips. Tuck that in and then reach it behind. Tuck and extend. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Nice, everybody. We have 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Good. Lower that down. Take a moment here. As you lower down, you can feel free to stretch into those hips and glutes. Now you can do this in that figure 4 stretch where you're lying on your back. Cross that ankle at the knee. You can reach those fingers behind that thigh and just kind of tug that leg in. If you need a little extra encouragement, gentle pressure into that kind of thigh away, opening the hip a little bit more. whenever you're doing this stretch, you should do at least 20 seconds. I may not have given you 20 seconds in the past, but feel free to take it for yourselves. Then we're going to switch to the other side. Again, you can interlace behind, hug that knee in, stretch out the hip and glute, or gentle pressure across that thigh. Keep that foot flexed. Try to release the stress, the tension across the shoulders and the neck. Just feeling the grooviness of that deep hip stretch. After this, we're going into our weights and our arms. So get excited. When you're done with the stretch, hug those knees in. Carefully roll yourselves up. Grab your weights here. I'm going to grab mine. If you're not using weights, no big deal. You might grab a drink while I'm at it. Okay, weights, here we go. I usually like having some good music on when I'm doing these. So hopefully you've got some music on somewhere. We're gonna rotate the arms here so that we're feeling the elbows pull to the waistline, and then we rotate down toward the floor. We have 4 and 3, 2 and 1. We're going to reach it side to side, just one arm. Shift through that waistline. Get that reach across the arms. Two more. We're going to stay out here and punch it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other arm. We reach and pull it back. Feel that in the waistline just as much as you do in the abs, in the arms, sorry. 4, 3, 2, 1. Little punch, 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 punch. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna bend and lift those arms up. Bend, we're gonna go wide. Bend through the center, bend, we go wide. Now if you have any neck, shoulder issues here, it's fatiguing into that neck, definitely no weights. And you might consider modifying the arms. Instead of going straight overhead, you might go in front of you and to the side and keep it just a little bit less of that strain across the neck and the shoulders. We'll do 2 more. 1 more. All the way through it. Good, we're gonna little punch forward. 9 and 10, we punch, we rotate. Rotate the spine. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, just one arm forward. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go back to single arm. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, just the other arm forward. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna bend into our knees and lean forward here. So keep your spine long. We don't wanna round the back. And staying there, row up and out. Up and out. Breathe it in and long. We have 5 more. And 4. And 3. If this needs to be lighter, just keep it smaller. Last one. We're going to stay here for 10. 9, come all the way up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay here. We're going to go over and under, like you're drawing a C through the arms. From the side, over and under, like that, right? Keep your breath. We have 3 and 2 and 1. We go side to side, punch, 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 punch. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open and close. 9, 8, 7, 6. We are almost through this workout, my people. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch that up all the way down. You can put those weights down and hang over here. Bend into the knees a little bit here. Release the head, shake it now. And we're gonna go back to some stretching. You're gonna shift side to side here. Now you might be more warm and you can go lower and you can feel free to rotate out through that leg. We're gonna hang here for a minute. Breathe into that. Then we're gonna go to the other side. So as you go to the other side, kind of moving the same way you did before, watching the knees in alignment with the toes, stretching that out. You can reach those fingers long, deepen that stretch. We're gonna walk ourselves back through center, both knees bent. Bring our elbows to the knees and just shift side to side. Feel that little stretch. Opening up through that inner thigh. We're gonna turn to one direction and go into a nice long lunge and stretch through the hip. You can put the knee down if you need a little cushion, grab your cushion, stretch through that front of the hip there, the psoas, iliopsoas, into your quad muscle. Feel free to lower down, deepening that stretch through the hip here, through both hips. Again, trying to give you some time to feel that stretch, deepen into that stretch. I'm going to lengthen both of my legs straight so you can lift that knee off. Both legs stretching it straight, releasing down, feeling that stretch through the front of the leg. Square those hips. Sometimes we kind of rotated them. I realized mine were rotated. And feel that stretch. Bend your back knee, deepen that stretch through the the hamstring. Hold that for a bit longer. And then we're gonna go all the way over to the other side. Again, find that hamstring stretch. Feel free to lower that knee down if that's comfortable. As you hang here, you can lower the elbows down and deepen that stretch through the hips, if that's comfortable for you. Feel free to grab a little beverage while you're stretching. You can stretch into that leg. I think I went with a fully stretched up straight leg, so feel free to join me there. Lengthening into it, bending into that back knee. Good. Now as you come to the center, we're going to do just a few more stretches here, working a little bit on our flexibility. You can grab your band if you have a band, fantastic, or you can grab that t-shirt or towel that I was talking to you about. Wind it up. And then you're going to put your foot into that. So it's just going to help you get a little bit of a deeper stretch so you can hold on to the leg here. Our goal is to fill those muscles through the hamstrings. So if your knee is filling it, you want to put a soft bend into the knee and then kind of hold and tug there. I mean, you might have a lot of flexibility. You could just hold your leg in place. Fantastic, wonderful. Hallelujah for you. I wish I had that kind of flexibility, but I don't. Now you're going to draw that leg across the body. Now you can feel free to let the hip lift a little bit. The goal is to feel that outer thigh stretch into the hip and glute. And feel free to pause me and stay here for a couple of minutes if you'd like. We're at the end of our workout. We want to take that time to stretch, to release, to get back into some breathing, some nice full deep breaths. And then you're going to go out to the side here. And feel free to kind of assist with your free arm. Otherwise, you might just drop the leg and lose your hip. You're trying to keep both of your hips generally on the floor there. Feeling that stretch. If the leg shakes a little bit, that's pretty normal. You're in the right direction. Your muscles are feeling it. We're going to switch to our other leg, and same thing. As you're stretching here, if this is uncomfortable through the hips, feel free to bend into that other leg. If you have that mobility, feel free to stretch it straight. And again, nice stretch. Getting into the hamstrings. My hamstrings are tight. Remember to bend into that knee a little bit if you're feeling the joint is taking the pressure of it. Then we're going to draw across the midline of the body. Feel that stretch through the side of the leg, hip in through the glute. Try to relax into the upper body. Then we're going to go up and over to the other side. All right, my people. Thank you so much for continuing to work out with me. I hope you are all safe and well, and I will see you for the next round.